Good day, everyone. Today, our learning target has something to do with the formulation of claims of fact, policy, and value. And so, the topic that we're discussing is about the three types of claims. There are three types of claims, and the first one is the claims of fact. The claims of fact is the assertion that something is true or not true. So it's a question of whether something can be checked as true or not. Totoo ba siya o hindi? While the next claim is claims of value. Claims of value has something to do with what is good or bad, or which is more or less desirable. So it has something to do with the taste of the person or a person's judgment of whether something is done well or not, or whether something is something that you like or not like. The last one is the claims of policy. The claims of policy is a question on whether one course of action is superior over another. So if one action is likely to be chosen over another, then you are having a claim of policy. Let us discuss each one of them in a deeper manner. Let us move on and go back to our first claim. What are the characteristics of a claim of fact? When we say that a claim of fact is true or not true, can be true or not true, then it has to be something that is measurable. What are the things that you can measure? It can be anything that can be something about numbers. If it has something to do with something that you can check as true or not, like for example, I am a teacher of HRPI. So if you can check that whether I am really an employee of HRPI, then that is a claim of fact. Another describes how things were in the past, how things are in the present time, and how they will be in the future. So it's about a condition that you may check whether it is existing in the past, whether it's happening in the present time, or whether and how it can be in the future. So lahat ng ito may kinalaman kung paano mo i-check kung totoo o hindi ang sinasabi. Basta may paraan para ma-check siya sa pamamagitan ng pag-measure, sa pag-check ng panahon kung kailan siya nangyari, then you are having a claim of fact. Moving on. The claims of value has something to do with something that is moral, aesthetic, or philosophical. What do we mean by this? Moral, ano ba yung pinaniniwalaan ng mga tao na tama at mabuti? Aesthetic, ano ba ang maganda sa paningin nila o sa panlasa nila? Philosophical, it has something to do with the principles. Ano ba ang filosofiya mo o pinaniniwalaan mo? So if all these, or if a statement has something to do with the question of morality, aesthetic, what is beautiful, or what has to be followed, or what the people believe in, then that is a claim of value. Another, it considers the merits or advantages of something, and this is based on a relative judgment. Take note of the phrase relative judgment. Iba-iba ang paniniwala ng tao. What is beautiful in my eye may not be beautiful in your eyes. So, in that sense, you are using your judgment to say how things are based on your own belief. Then, number 3, it can be used to argue the value or importance of varied topics like lifestyles, films, students, civic organizations. Take note of the word value and the word importance. Gaano kahalaga ang isang bagay? That is again based on your own belief. So ang lifestyle, for example, ang mabuting lifestyle ba, or the way people are living. There are families who are going on dates on the weekend, Samantalang yung iba, naniniwala naman sila na hindi naman kailangan lumalabas palagi ang pamilya kasi magastos. So, it's a claim of value. Hindi mo pwedeng i-check sa bawat pamilya, hindi mo kakayanin ma-check sa bawat pamilya kung ano ba ang tama kasi iba-iba ang paniniwala. Okay? Then the last one is a claim of policy. The claim of policy is is also assertive. It asserts something different from both claim of fact and claim of value because it has its own set of characteristics. Number one, it asserts what a reader should do and what course of action a reader should take. It's like you're giving them choices on what to do. And then for letter B, it argues about an actionable topic, which means the topic is convertible to action. Let's say a claim of policy can be on a topic that needs action, such as violence. So, what should people do in order to get rid of violence? And then letter C convinces the reader about the merits of one action or one course of action as opposed to other courses of action. So when you're using or when you're having a claim of policy, you would like the readers to be convinced that this is a better choice or that this is the one to be done. And just always remember that a claim of policy would like to change something. That's why you are telling the people or the reader to do this. And so those are the three types of claims. Claims of fact, which is a question of whether something is true or not true. Claims of value, which is about what is good or bad or more or less desirable. And letter C or number 3, claims of policy, wherein you are asserting that one course of action is superior or better than another. Thank you very much, and you'll be moving on to the next activity, which is for you to formulate your own claims for your written work number 1. Kindly come up with the 3 types of claims, 2 examples each, and write it on a 1/2 crosswise of a tablet paper. Thank you very much, and see you next meeting.